old Forrest Gump, run, better run. The feeling going on. Beat the heart like a drum.
Gonna escape on the yacht, bro. The line, run.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shamit. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
First pitch moments away, and starting this one, Jack Powell.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
So just about set now, and stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Jeter.
The pitch. That misses, and away we go this afternoon.
First pitch, 105.
Next pitch is outside. Now 2-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is in for a strike. The wind to kick the pitch. This one high in the air to left center. Makes the grab on the run. One away. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
There's a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Babe Ruth.
And here is Babe Ruth. Big time power. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And first offering is fouled off. Now 1-1. Left-hand hitter waits. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying, and it hits the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. Next offering is down low. And that is ball 1. At the belt and fires. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Yanks nothing, Orioles coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound today, Whitey Ford. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy Pops Jennings.
Leading off.
Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. And he lays down a bunt. And he grabs it in foul ground.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique, and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
The 0-2. Stays alive. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, number 6. The 0-1. And strike 2.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the 0-2. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Eddie Murray will hit next. A switch hitter batting right. And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here comes a pitch. Stays alive.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Next offering is downstairs. That's hard hit in the line. Mantle makes the catch, and that'll do it. Orioles held in check there. Scoreless after 1. Back now at Oriole Park. All set for the start of the inning. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig.
Baseman, number 4, Lou Gehrig.
The pitch. And that one just missed off the outside edge. The 1-0. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one ripped way back there. Safely into third with a leadoff triple. So digging in, Mickey Mantle. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 1-1. Runner at third here. Nobody out.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Next pitch misses inside. And that's ball 3. And here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. Runner tagging from third. Ripken with a relay throw. Not in time. He scores. And it's 1-0.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. In there, and it's 0-1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
The 0-1. That one missed. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
It's really trying to stay in on the hands, not let them get extended, because that's where the potential for damage exists.
Next offering is fouled back. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The next offering misses. Ball 2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
And next for New York, Alex Rodriguez. 2 for 6 so far in the series. Next pitch is popped up. Ripken in position. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here is Cal Ripken Jr. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The wind of the pitch. Gets under it and pops it up. Garrett under it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Robinson.
Now, Frank Robinson. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? That hits the dirt. Ball 1. Kicks and fires.
That's ball 2.
Foul ball there. Next pitch is outside. And he flips a breaking ball in there or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
And there's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting 6.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ken Williams. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Good eye right there. There's a 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Dive, and he's got it. The throw, Rodriguez. Over to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. We played 2 full. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Yogi Berra.
The catcher.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The wind of the pitch. There's the strike. The pitch.
That's a ball. Count 2-1.
And a foul ball.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
And down on strikes. And there's one down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now batting Robinson Cano. First pitch just misses.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball. And a pitch.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one the other way. He makes the grab. Out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now at the plate, Derek Jeter. He's 0 for 1. That one misses in the dirt. And he deals. Ground ball left side. Throws to first, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, but they lead it 1-0. As we go to the last of the third, and now the center fielder, Adam Jones.
Orioles, the center fielder.
And a
Adam
pitch.
Jones.
Fought off foul. The 0-1. And that one sliced foul. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a pop-up. Rodriguez gets under it. Drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Batting 8, the third baseman, number 7.
Next to hit, number 7. First offering misses the mark. The wind and the pitch. Good eye right there. The wind to kick the pitch. Out towards left center. Mantle ranging back. Racing, makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Number 13 in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Liner, base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Jennings at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. And he grounds one to the right side. Can't field it cleanly. Force it second, and they get the out. Stayed with it nicely. One left for the Orioles. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Baltimore as we go to the top of the fourth. And stepping in for the Yankees, DiMaggio. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well. To the left side, but it is well foul. Next pitch is outside. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one. Here's a big power threat. Babe Ruth. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and deals. And now 2-0. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot. Righty to the plate. He swings and fouls one off. DiMaggio gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one is absolutely belted. And that is gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it. Gehrig stands in now and watches strike one. And the righty deals. Inside, just missed. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles? For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. it made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip.
Mantle.
And up next for New York, Mickey Mantle. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. Strike two.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Next one is off the plate. Now 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Still only one out here in the inning. Stays alive. And a pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with two strikes right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jackson in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. And that's a strike. The pitch. That's down and in. Here comes a pitch. That's a laser base hit. The throw to third. And he's out.
As a base runner right there, you're making the call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong, as a really nice throw came into third.
So a man aboard, Alex Rodriguez, the next to hit. And that's in there for strike one. Two outs.
1-1.
And downstairs.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. At the belt and fires. In the air, left field. Robinson settles underneath it and makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the right fielder, number 6. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
And here it comes. Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Eddie Murray, the next to hit for the Orioles.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Just off the outside edge. The pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away now. And into the box for Baltimore, Cal Ripken Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. And first offering is fouled off.
We'll always know Cal Ripken for the streak, but he was about so much more than that. He really changed the way we think about the shortstop position.
Bounce to the left side, and foul ball.
When Ripken came along, he was not in the mold of a traditional shortstop. He was a big, strong guy. His offense was just as strong as his fielding, though, and he had some pop.
Stays alive. Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, even though middle infielders with power are common now, Ripken still holds the record for most homers hit by a shortstop. It might not be as unbreakable as one of his other records. Still pretty impressive, though. Next pitch inside. 2-2. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. That one fouled off.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Comes a 2-2. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Fouled off. He was late. Two down, nobody on. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. So he leaves the yard to left. Third home run of the season. It's 3-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
So 2 away with nobody on. Next to hit, Frank Robinson. He reached on a walk his first time. First pitch, and he just misses. Check swing, and that's a ball. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Just missed. And that's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Now it's the DH, Ken Williams. 0 for 1 so far. In there for strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And now the lefty. Here's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Left-hand hitter waits. And there's a ball. Tying run at the plate. And a ground ball to first. Garrett takes it himself. Inning over. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Yogi Berra. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
Robinson makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Robinson.
Now it's the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1. Kicks and fires.
Ball 1. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Falling behind 2-1. And a foul ball. Ripped into right center. Base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
And the 1-0. On the ground right side, 4. They get the tag on him. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1. Back now at Oriole Park. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Adam Jones.
Adam Jones.
Ford back to work. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Swings through that. Next offering misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
The pitch. That misses the zone. The count now 2 and 2. In the air, right side. Jackson makes the play, and there's 1 down.
The batter, number 7.
Number 7, the next to hit for the Orioles.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
First offering, and it just misses. And he deals. They say it went.
1 and 2.
And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, 2 out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
2 outs, base is empty. Number 13 now at the plate. First pitch just misses. And another ball. And a pitch. And a good eye there. And that's in for a strike. swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Mantle racing over to make the catch. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. And it remains a 3-1 ball game.
You ain't from where you say you from. You ain't done what you say you done. We don't believe that. You ain't from where you say you.
Top of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Joe DiMaggio.
The left fielder, Joe DiMaggio.
The wind of the pitch. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A big blow to the home fans. His 4th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 4-1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jack Powell gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Milt Pappas. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Now up is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth.
Number 3, designated hitter, Babe.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Left-hand batter waits.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. Good eye right there.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
To the right side, Jennings collects, tosses to first, 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
The first baseman, number 4, Lou Gehrig.
And the batter now, Lou Gehrig.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And there's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. That misses. And the count even 1-1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Number 36 up and loosening in the pen. And that chance handled. Gathers and throws to first. 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Next offering is fouled back. The wind and the pitch. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Next pitch is popped up. Ripken has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-1. And welcome back. Here's a speed threat. Hops Jennings.
Leading off for the Orioles, the second baseman, Hops
And a pitch.
Jennings.
Slice to right. And he pulls up on it. And that's a hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Digging in, number 6.
Ball one, no strike.
Jennings aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch is outside.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Kicks and deals. That one missed. Now 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
At the belt and fires. And there's the strike.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Move to first. Jennings gets back easily. Runner at first with no outs here. On a line, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now it's going to be Eddie Murray. Ground ball could be 2. They put the tag on him. On to first, double play.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Cal Ripken Jr., the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Pitch misses inside. 1-0. And here it comes. In the air, left side. DiMaggio settles under this one. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And the Orioles leave 1, and they trail it 4-1. Top of inning number 7, and now the right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
For the Yankees, the right fielder, number 9, Reggie.
The wide to kick the pitch. A little bit low.
Counts 1-0.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Right-handed reliever. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Alex Rodriguez stepping in now for the Yankees. First offering in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
The pitch. And there's a ball.
No strike.
And the righty deals. That's in there. The 2-1. And there's the strike. Here's the 2-2. Out to short. Ripken handles. Slings it across. That's out number 2.
The catcher, number 13, Yogi Berry.
Yogi Berry stepping in now for the Yankees. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Line drive, caught. Down in order go the Yankees as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back here in Baltimore, set for the last half of the 7th. And into the box for Baltimore, Frank Robinson.
The left fielder, Frank Robinson.
Ford back to work. In for a strike. That's strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Now 1-1.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, he went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
And next is the designated hitter, Ken Williams.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And a pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Adam Jones digs in now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Runner on the go. Ball outside, and that's a stolen base, not even close. One out and a runner at second. To third. And it goes just foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner leads away at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Number 7, the next to hit for the Orioles. Base knock, center field. Robinson rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And now just a 2-run deficit. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
And here's the catcher, number 13.
The batter, number 13.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kicks and fires. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mariano Rivera, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Skeeter, a left-hander, also throwing. Number 7, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 2-0 is in for a strike. The tying run at the plate. Up the middle, and it gets by him. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Whitey Ford departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher for the Yankees, lefty Gomez. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Lefty Gomez.
Pops Jennings, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
In the dirt. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
The right-hander back to work. Breaking ball gets the corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Tippy Martinez. The left-handed reliever appears to be getting loose. The 0-1. Ball 1 there. Next offering is outside. Righty delivers.
That's ball three.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And he deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. This one in the air, right field. Number 6 trots over to his left. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Joe DiMaggio.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one fouled off. And the next pitch is way outside. And the right-hander deals. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner stays where he is. 2-2 now. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's out number 2.
That number 3. Designated.
And he hits a ground ball right side over to Ripken. That's out number 3. The Yanks lead 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the second baseman, Pops Jennings.
Leading off for the Orioles, the second baseman, Pops Jennings.
The pitch. Strike 1. The 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Mariano Rivera up and throwing. Next pitch misses way outside. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. On the ground to the left. The throw to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, number 6.
And next for the Orioles, number 6. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one's in there, 0-1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
The first baseman, number 33, Eddie Murray.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Goose Gossage, trying to protect this lead.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
And now the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
The next offering misses. And now 2-0. Gossage ready. That one outside, and that's ball 3. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid, and he walked him.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Cal Ripken Jr. 1 for 3.
Jr.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Murray leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Gossage deals. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 2-2. Got him. And that is that. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail it here 4-2.
To get the blessing for the brethren. The brethren. I got my blessing because the Father never left him. He did it for the brethren. I kept it all smiling.
Back now at Oriole Park. Leading off, Lou Gehrig.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
The pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And that's down and away. The pitch. And it is 2-1. The pitch. Good eye right there. Three-two now. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Three-two now. And there's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
The center fielder.
So up next,
7.
Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle.
First offering misses the mark. Bullpen activity starting up now. A lefty up and throwing out there. Into center. Jones makes his way towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down.
Now batting, right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Here's some real power at the plate. Reggie Jackson. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one lifted in the air center field. Jones drifts towards it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
So 2 down now, and here is Alex Rodriguez. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that's in there for strike one.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. And a pitch.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles 2. So they turn things over to the righty, Mariano Rivera. And he'll work on holding this lead.
Mariano Rivera.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Frank Robinson.
Orioles, the left fielder, Frank Robinson.
Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one for strike one. And now it's even up. At the belt and fires. Swings and misses. And that is strike two. And now 2-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And stepping in is the speedy Ken Williams. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strike.
Right-handed reliever. And misses inside. Foul ball. The 2-1. Called strike right there. The pitch. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
You know, the best way to forget about the pain is inflicting some pain, and working your way around the bases and touching home plate is a way to stick it to that other team.
Jones in the box now. Takes strike 1. Williams at first, 1 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
Next offering way off the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Righty to the plate. And a swing and a line drive at a right field and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's going to be number 7 in there for strike 1.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Here's your 1. Swing and a miss.
These home fans, they are making a lot of noise, putting pressure on that pitcher out there.
Two on, 1 out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second for 1. Back to the pitcher, covering, double play, and that's the ball game.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 minutes.